I love that music. So I guess it's still good morning, everyone. My name is Kai. I'm with Project Meet 48. I'm very excited to be here. It's our first time title sponsoring this amazing event, and we met a lot of really great people here. So Meet 48, we are very new on the scene. Many of our founders are from traditional mainstream entertainment. So we know that part very well. And what we're doing is bringing Web2 and Web3 together through democratized entertainment and do our part for the mass adoption of Web3. So this is a very big theme, and our contribution to realizing this grand vision is to focus on the idol fan community. So we think they would be the most receptive to the concepts of user ownership, community consensus, and active participation, as these core characteristics of Web3 are reflected in the traditional idol cultivation experience. So our goal is to adapt the traditional Web2 model into Web3, encourage greater participation by providing an AI tool that would allow people who are interested to create their own virtual idols and also take part in the idol economy through UGC content creation. So for most people who are unfamiliar with idol cultivation entertainment, it's kind of difficult to get a feel for the experience. So I've actually prepared a video to help everybody get a sense of what that's about. So if we could play that video.
得票数23,752.7票，去进玉！
恭喜鞠婧祎！
得票数40,240.4票。
它是来自于 SNH48。
得票总数353,3525票，恭喜孙瑞！
恭喜孙瑞！
All right, so that's what we used to do. Our team at Meet 48 came from a background of Web2 and live entertainment. And we have 10 years experience in the idol fan community. We managed over 200 talents. It generates over $250 million a year. And we are convinced that what is possible in terms of value creation in Web2 is only a drop in the bucket for what we can achieve in Web3. There is incredible potential in Web3 that can revolutionize traditional entertainment, especially in the idol entertainment industry. And the idol fan community is the perfect group for Web3 adoption. Let me explain that in detail. So first of all, idol cultivation, for the aspiring idols, there is a low barrier of entry. It's entirely open to the public with no experience required. What's more important than their ability to sing and dance is how they're able to build rapport with their fans. And for the fans, they're able to be part of the idol's entire career, from trainee to full-fledged performer. So they provide support emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So they are fan and patron. And this time that they have together through different growth stages form the core of the cultivation experience. And over time, fans develop a sense of ownership over the fan-idol relationship. It's process as product. The purpose of the idol cultivation process is to create a positive feedback loop in terms of community growth and engaging experiences. So it initially starts when the idol is debuted and a small group of fans begin to establish a group identity. So this usually happens when they create a nickname for themselves. And next, the fans help their idols take part in various competitions and activities by voting to show support. Because it's a long process over many years, they invest increasingly more time and energy and money into these tasks. And then the stronger the bond they form. Idols with a large fan club generate a lot of revenue. And this revenue is invested back into the careers of these idols in the form of TV shows, music videos, concerts, and events. The media exposure would help to increase the market value of the idols and give them greater reach into mainstream markets. And their success reinforces the fan club's consensus. So the more famous they get, the more fans they attract to join the community, which then gives the early followers OG status and bragging rights, since they would have much more personal relationship from the fans for supporting them over the years. And that is the greatest experience in idol cultivation. The idol voting events are one of the biggest sources of revenue for idol entertainment. Voting for their idol is the single greatest gesture of support a fan can make. But voting isn't free. In fact, it's quite expensive. So not only do fans have to have the heart, but they need to have deep pockets as well. It becomes a self-propelling system. Fan clubs that vote to get their idols up on the rankings are motivated to keep them there. And at the same time, other fan clubs will be competing to climb the rankings. So this game is the pillar that supports the idol cultivation economy and one of the primary activities that we believe can make a smooth transition into Web3. So with the three core aspects of idol cultivation being user ownership, community consensus, and active participation, we can see that there is strong congruency between the idol fan community and Web3 users. But the million-dollar question is, how willing are they to come to Web3? Does supporting their idols provide strong enough motivation? And to answer that question, we conducted a little experiment, and things get pretty exciting. The Meet48 community app is designed to help the fan community familiarize themselves with Web3 in incremental steps. We've got a wallet system, we've got daily tasks that reward points, a watch to mine system for uploaded videos, and a points market where they can trade in points for votes. The fans would then cast their votes for their idols to determine who gets to take part in special events. For example, this Hashkey Web3 festival, we let the fans decide through votes which 7 idols out of 250 total would be able to come here as performing guests. Now, we let the event run for 2 weeks, and the results were actually beyond our expectation. Over the 2-week voting period, we had more than 1 million registered users and over 1 million crypto wallet creations. And our DAU steadied at over 50,000, and average user time spent per day was over 30 minutes. So in total, over 5 million on-chain votes were cast, and the fan community started to share their experience online over social media. There was an explosion of activity in the various fan chat groups, and it had the beginnings of a meme-like effect. The fans were sharing pictures and stories of how they were mining, how they were earning points in the hospital, waking up at ungodly hours to watch mine to complete mine to watch to watch to mine tasks before point pools were depleted. And in the end, for the fans of the 7 idols that made the cut, it was all worth it. And they actually thanked Meat48 for the opportunity to support the idols. And these idols are actually here today. And in less than an hour, they will be performing at the open stage. So if you have time, you should check out their performance. And please keep in mind that behind the performance are hundreds of thousands of hours of fan dedication and love from their community. The result is proof to us that what we're doing, that we're going down the right path, and that we can be ambitious. We can revolutionize the entertainment industry and improve the overall experience through Web3, especially with AI and user-generated content. And up to now, there's always been a company that's in between the idols and the fans. It's the role of the traditional talent management company. But we can change that. We can move the idol cultivation process into Web3 and cut out the middleman. We can let the fans create their own DAOs that will shape the career paths of the idols they support. We can tokenize the voting process, and we can lower the barriers to entry for participants so that everyone can experience the idol cultivation process by giving them the ability to create virtual idols. And we can reward creators equitably for their UGC contributions. We view AI as a great tool to make idol entertainment more accessible to the masses. And now it's possible to provide consumer-level virtual idol creation tools that's affordable and easy to use. IdolGPT is a proprietary AI tool for virtual idol creation. It also creates music, song, and dance choreography, and it's made possible through AI learning. We've created our own LLM system by feeding it over 100,000 video recordings of idols' live performances. And users from around the world would be able to team up and form idol groups and create their own virtual idol performances and upload it to our UGC virtual content short video platform. We've also modeled different AI personalities based on over 250 idols that we have rights to, so fans can choose an AI companion and have conversations with virtual versions of their favorite idols. And as we shift the experience into Web3, we will be releasing our first GameFi app, Pick48. It combines idol creation with GameFi mechanics. Players and fans will be able to earn tokens by completing actions that show support for their idols, both virtual and real. And we're collaborating with some of the top traditional entertainment media companies in Southeast Asia to create idol competitions where viewers can watch the shows on TV or on streaming, and also have the competition results be determined by the user activities on the dApp. And we're confident that the incentives Web3 can provide, coupled with the mass appeal and reach of traditional Web2 entertainment, would allow us to attract a large number of users from Web2 into Web3. And it's a new entertainment format that's scalable in different language markets, and it's never been done before, and we're very excited about it. We're bringing the idol voting mechanism into Web3, and the fan community can vote through our token, which would give a value, and that value will allow us to create greater incentives for fan migration and integration of Web2 and Web3 communities. So idol cultivation is a start, and the fan community helps us to get the ball rolling. What more can we offer is really a question that requires you guys to help us answer, because Web3 is a group effort, and for anyone who is interested in our project in Meat48, please feel free to reach out. You could come to our booth. It's quite big, and meet our team, and let's work towards mass adoption together. And before I just step off, remember to check out our idol performance at the open stage at 1 p.m. Thank you.